right, folks, that's enough out of me. Put your hands together for your next comic of the night, Jasmine Mills.
Y'all ready for this chocolate lava cake? Ready for this? I realize I'm not a DEI high. I earned it. I promise you that. But I will say this. If y'all could please buy one of them coloring books, because I'm trying to have some Burger King after this. I'm actually really happy it's cold outside now. I'm really happy that the summertime is over because I want to be fat in peace. Because summertime be calling your ass out, man. It's hot, you gotta wear short sleeves. Now I'm walking around with thighs looking like I got thighs on my arms, you know what I mean? The only good thing about me gaining the 25 pounds I gained in this past year is I was finally able to make my booty clap. I don't know if y'all know this, but that's a black woman milestone. I was never able to do it. I was at a party this past summer, and I was dancing, right? And I heard it. Emotion in the back. So I told everybody at the party, shh. And I was like, bow, bow, bow. It was a whole thunderstorm happening back there. Fantastic. But you know, I'm also happy that it's cold outside because I ain't gonna lie, I be worried about you white women. You know what I mean? I be worried about y'all during the summertime because I care about you. Because you guys be doing weird stuff when it gets warm outside. You know what I mean? Like you guys start running outside at night. Dangerous shit. I had to ask one of my white friends, I'm like, you know, just to understand the psyche. You know what I mean? I had to be like, why y'all be running outside at night? Like y'all don't, like you ain't be watching the news? Like they waiting for y'all. So when she tried to explain it, she was like, Jazz, you don't even get it. You know what I mean? It's quiet. There's no one around. It's peaceful. And I was like, bitch, that's what the killer thinks. That's why he out there. I was like, you know, Dateline, the first 48, all of them, they probably just be waiting for the summertime, just be watching the news. Waiting for y'all, man. But like, honestly, I love white people. I do. Like, y'all some of my favorite people. We just got a little bit of differences that I don't think understanding quite right. You know what I mean? Like, one of my best friends, I've known her for 15 years, actually. She's white. And she called me and asked me something I couldn't believe. She goes, Jazz, this weekend, do you want to go camping? And like, I had to have her ask me again because it was like she was speaking another language. I know she asked me to go camping, but in my mind, what I heard was, hey, Jazz, you want to play like we're homeless for a week? People be peeing outside by trees. I had to ask her, I was like, listen, like, it's kind of offensive to camp because, like, imagine if you actually homeless. Like, you really homeless. You got the backpack, everything. You smelling. And you walk back by these people playing like they don't have a house. If I was homeless and I saw that, I'd be like, bitch, give me your keys. What are you doing But no, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I came in here and I saw all these white women in here, I felt safe as fuck. I was so thankful they asked me to be on this show. I love being around white women. And I learned that a long time ago. Right? You need white women around. It's mandatory. I went to UConn for college, right? Yeah. And it was 2006, and I went to Bloomfield High, so it was like an all-black high school. Very small, right? And so, thank you. I never heard anybody clap for Bloomfield High. I definitely appreciate that. was like, come here, chocolate brownie. Like, they just took me under their wing, you know what I mean? And they would take me out to parties, and there was one night that we was coming back from this party, we was going back to Soares campus. And this cop pulled up behind us. Now, I ain't gonna lie, we was doing some stuff we shouldn't have been doing. We was drinking wine, we was smoking some weed or whatever the case may be. And all of a sudden, I saw the cops go, whoop, whoop. And these bitches start pulling out love spells. It sounds like a prostitute just made a It was crazy. And I was terrified. The cop came up to the driver's side first. He looks in the car, and then he walks over to the passenger side. He walks over to me and asked me for my license. I wasn't even lying. But what I was taught by my black ass parents is whatever the cops do, you do it. So it didn't make sense to me, but I just got my license out and I started giving it to the cop. Now, Becky, and I promise her name was Becky. Becky was driving, and Becky immediately was like, fuck out of here. Don't give him your fucking license. She's not even driving. This is racist as fuck, right? And I'm terrified. Like, while she's doing this, I'm still handing my over to the cop. And then she starts naming people she knows, like lawyers, her dad is a lawyer, naming people. And so he changed my license, and he just walked up to the car. He didn't even say anything to her, okay? And I was over at Becky, and I was like, listen, like, maybe you won't, but I'm getting shot. Like, I really need you to calm down. And then he came back up to the car, handed me my license, and he said, okay, have a good night. And you know that we drove the fuck off? I had never experienced that before. I was like, I'm never hanging out with my black friends again. It's over. But now, like, the way we're divided in this country makes me sad. Like, you see how we all here laughing, like everything good, right? And I don't like how I feel like they're trying to divide us, act like we're not all together. You know what I mean? This was like a few months ago, and I think I know it was just a show, but I saw the news report that the Trump administration had made it so that like federal contractors didn't have to be like integrated, like they could be segregated if they wanted to. I think they were just trying to piss people that look like me off, but it made me think about it. You know what I mean? Like how would restaurants, you know what I mean, do that? Like, how would they prevent people like me from ordering from their restaurants? Because we got Uber Eats now. We got DoorDash, you know what I mean? So I started thinking, like, restaurants might start having a test. You know what I mean? Like, before you could look at the menu. Like name all the characters of Friends. Like, name 5 Taylor Swift songs in 10 seconds. Listen, man, I'm out. I can't even do it. But now, like, I honestly do love white people. I love white people so much that I had a baby with one. Yeah, I have a 5-year-old daughter named Zoe. And, she is gorgeous. And her father is an ally. Like, to the extreme, like, he would grow an afro if he could, I swear. And he had called me when she was like 1, and he was like, Jazz, you know, Zoe's first Black History Month is coming up. Oh my God. And I was confused because I've never heard black people say that ever. Like, we don't mark Black History Month as a milestone. For us, that's every day. And so the whole month he kept trying to get me to come over to his house. You know what I mean? He was just like making shit up. Like, hey Jazz, like, you know, can we talk about Zoe's school? Because he told me he was going to decorate the house for Black History. Oh my God. Which was also confusing. I told him, I said, you don't do that. Like, black people don't even do that. You know what I mean? Like, we just leave up our own pictures. We assume that's enough black people. Up in the house. So then I finally went over there. I was like, let me see this Black Disneyland. And as soon as I walked in, I don't know if you guys have seen familiar. It was like that. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I opened the door, I feel like I heard drums. You know what I mean? There was like African flags up in the back. You know what I mean? I had to tell